American Pickers star Mike Wolfe ditches his motorbike as he tries out a new hobby ahead of a new episode release. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. Mike Wolfe has swapped his antique motorcycle for a new one as he tries out a new passion ahead of Wednesday's program. Season 24 of American Pickers premiered on July 5 and featured the return of the show's principal star, his brother Robbie, and Danielle Colby. Mike, 59, has already teased next week's program with a series of fresh Instagram stories pictures. The reality personality resorted to social media on Wednesday to show photos from outside an old Chevy repair shop. The television celebrity had traded in his classic motorcycle for a horseback ride on a robust stallion. Mike and a female companion stood side by side on two horses just outside the vehicle shop. American Pickers Mike offers a sneak peek at the show after ratings are disclosed. The History Channel personality, dressed in a white t-shirt, trousers, and boots, smiled warmly as he held the reins. He captioned the photo, "Hey, want to ride my horse? Hell yes." Mike also uploaded a close-up photo of himself seated atop the animal, stating, "At Visit Columbia has always been known as Mooltown." The TV celebrity tweeted a final photo of the horses smelling one another, captioned, "Shot, don't tell these guys." Exciting new pics. As season 24 progresses, the antique collector has started posting sneak preview footage from upcoming episodes. Earlier this week, the American Pickers star came to Instagram with a snippet from the latest episode to get his fans psyched about what's to come. During this Wednesday's episode, Mike discovered an 18 Ninities trading simulator while making a pick. The History Channel star explained the item, stating that it was created to keep people in the bar back in the day, as clients might win things such as cigars by merely entering a penny into the machine. At the end of the video, Mike struck a deal with the item's former owner, paying $600 for it while explaining that it has a retail worth of $800. A late 1800s countertop trade stimulator from Dean Rogers' collection, and so much more on this week's episode of At American Pickers on the History Channel. Mike posted alongside the photo, "RATNG War." While viewers interacted with the picker in the sneak peeks comments area, it's no surprise that the latest season of American Pickers has received lower than average ratings. New episodes of American Pickers with Mike, his brother Robbie, and Danielle Colby premiered in July. According to the U.S. Sun, 918,000 people watched the opening episode. Over 100,000 people tuned out for the July 12 broadcast, and the ratings dropped to 803,000. Another 100,000 viewers missed the July 19 episode, with only 713,000 tuning in. However, the U.S. Sun exclusively disclosed that the numbers for the July 26 program climbed, with 885,000 individuals watching. Where's Frank? While the show's ratings may have increased, overall viewership has decreased following Frank Fritz's dismissal. The History Channel alum last featured on American Pickers in March 2020. After taking time off to recover from back surgery. Frank, 57, was fired from the show a year later. Mike was the one who officially reported Frank's removal from the show in July 2021. During his original break from the show in 2020, Frank lost 65 pounds and told The Sun that he spent 77 days in Iowa rehab for alcohol addiction. Following that, the former co-host claimed that the television network was not honest with him when he attempted to return, despite his want to. Mike Wolfe has always been a man of motion, a soul driven by discovery, and a spirit forever in pursuit of the next great story. For years, fans have watched him cruise through the forgotten corners of America atop his beloved motorbike, the rumble of the engine as much a part of his identity as his keen eye for hidden treasures. But in a surprising twist, the American Pickers star has recently traded the familiar roar of his two-wheeled companion for the quiet, focused world of a brand new hobby, one that speaks to a deeper, evolving side of the beloved television icon. American Pickers episode spread across social media, eager fans buzzing with excitement. They were met with an unexpected revelation. Mike had been spotted not on the back of his classic motorbike, but instead immersed in a completely different activity, one that turned heads and sparked conversations about reinvention and growth. Photos surfaced first catching him in a peaceful moment under a wide-open sky. His motorbike parked to the side, seemingly forgotten. Mike stood with a canvas stretched before him, brush in hand, dabbing thoughtfully at bold strokes of color. His jeans were streaked with hints of blue and green, his hands speckled with evidence of the afternoon spent painting a different kind of journey unfolding on the fabric before him. Painting, it turns out, is Mike Wolfe's newest passion, a hobby he had quietly nurtured away from the cameras, away from the roaring engines and the bustling antique markets. In candid interviews, Mike shared that he had always harbored a love for art, admiring the way color could capture a feeling, a fleeting glimpse of beauty. Now he found himself finally giving in to that long-held desire to create, not just to collect. He described the feeling of setting down the helmet, setting aside the leather jacket, and picking up the brush as liberating. In the world of painting, Mike found a different kind of freedom, one not dictated by the miles traveled, but by the emotions stirred within. He laughed warmly, recalling how at first he approached the canvas, much the way he approached a rusty barn find, with curiosity, a bit of reverence, and a healthy dose of determination. Fans were quick to embrace this new side of Mike, cheering him on as images of his artwork began circulating online. His pieces were vibrant yet grounded, much like the man himself, sweeping landscapes dotted with old barns, winding dirt roads, and weathered relics from a bygone era. They were not perfect, but they were honest, deeply personal reflections of a life spent chasing stories across the American heartland. As the buzz around his painting grew, so did speculation about what it might mean for the future of American pickers. Some wondered if Mike was preparing to take a step back from the relentless pace of the show. Others suggested he might integrate his art into future episodes, perhaps offering viewers a new way to see and feel the history he so lovingly unearths. But Mike was quick to reassure everyone that while painting had captured his heart, his love for picking remained as strong as ever. He explained that for him the two passions were not separate but deeply intertwined. Picking, after all, is about seeing the hidden beauty in forgotten things, about imagining what could be and breathing new life into the old and the overlooked. Painting simply allowed him to express that same vision in a different medium. As the release date for the next American Pickers episode loomed closer, excitement built not just for the treasures that would be found, but for the glimpses fans hoped to catch of this new artistic chapter in Mike's life. Producers hinted that upcoming episodes would feature more personal moments, with Mike perhaps even scenes of him sketching an old barn before stepping inside to discover its secrets. Behind the scenes, friends and colleagues spoke of how painting had brought a new lightness to Mike, a deeper sense of peace in a life often ruled by the chaos of travel and television schedules. They described watching him lose himself in his work, the weight his entire being seemed to quiet as the brush moved across the canvas. Mike himself reflected on how painting had taught him patience, a skill not always easy for someone used to the adrenaline rush of the open road. He found joy in the slow build of an image, the way colors layered upon each other to create depth and emotion. It reminded him, he said, of the slow, careful process of building a good life, one decision, one brushstroke. Surrounded by canvases in his sunlit studio, Mike grinned at the irony. In chasing rust across America, he had stumbled upon a part of himself he never fully knew was missing. Painting had become not just a hobby, but a way of grounding himself, a way of telling stories that no camera crew, no highway, no antique find could quite capture. And though the road will always call to him, though the engines will always sing their siren song, Mike Wolfe has found a new journey to embark upon, one where every brushstroke, every splash of color is a tribute to the wide-open beauty of the world he has spent his life exploring. The American Pickers family has embraced Mike's new passion wholeheartedly, even joking that someday fans might be picking up original Wolfe paintings as rare collectibles of their own. The idea of his art hanging in homes across the country, bringing a piece of his vision into the lives of others, filled Mike with a humble kind of pride. In recent weeks, Mike has even hosted informal gatherings, inviting friends and fans alike to paint alongside him. No rules, no expectations, just the shared joy of creation. These sessions often end with guitars being pulled out, impromptu jam sessions breaking out under the stars, blending music and art and laughter into the perfect portrait of a life well lived. Mike has made it clear he has no plans to abandon his motorbike completely. It remains a vital part of who he is, a trusted companion on the long and winding road. But for now, he is content to let it rest in the corner while he explores this new path, one brushstroke, one story at a time. As anticipation builds for the next American Pickers episode, fans are eager not only to see what treasures Mike and the team will uncover, but to witness how this new creative energy might breathe fresh life into the beloved show. Early teasers hint at more moments of reflection, more glimpses into the personal passions that drive the Pickers to keep searching, to keep dreaming. For Mike Wolfe, ditching his motorbike, if only temporarily, is not about leaving something behind. It is about expanding the journey, embracing new ways of seeing, and celebrating the beauty of the past, present, and future woven together in the ever-evolving masterpiece of life. And as viewers tune in ready to follow him on yet another adventure, they do so with a new understanding that sometimes the greatest treasures are not found in dusty barns or hidden attics, but within the quiet corners of our own hearts, waiting for the right moment to be brought into the light. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.